with the interviews for Sant'Anna. Doing a lot of student bios, thought I'd mix it up, do a professor bio. I'm here with Jeff, who is actually the professor who started the study abroad program here at Sant'Anna. Jeff, why don't you introduce yourself to the people at home?
Okay, my name is Jeff Johnston. I teach architecture at Alfred State College, and I've been coming over in the springtime, the spring semester, to Sant'Anna for 7 years now.
Tell me about how it started. How did you find Sant'Anna in general?
All right, well, I'll back up even a little further than that and give you, my reasons for looking for a place. I was a product of study abroad myself in 1969. I studied architecture at the University of Notre Dame, and in my 5th year, studied in Rome for the full year. And for the next 35 years, I've had in the back of my mind, it would really be neat to do something like this. But at Alfred State, we were a 2-year program for a very long time. And in the late 90s, we developed a 4-year program, a Bachelor of Science in Architecture. And at that point, it became a possibility. So I began feeling around with administration, asking them if they were interested in starting a study abroad program. And finally, in 2007, our vice president, I had a conversation with her, and she just said, go ahead and look for something, Jeff, and I'll back you up on it all the way. So I started looking and looking and looking, thinking all the time in central to northern Italy, around Rome and Florence, where most schools go, and never considered the south of Italy.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, it is. So one afternoon, it was a Friday, and I was just about ready to leave work, and this would have been maybe October or November of 2008. A woman who was the international studies person at Alfred State sent me an email which was simply forwarding a link that she had gotten and said, Jeff, I know you're looking for someplace, this might be interesting. And I was this far away from clicking delete. Honest to God, I was really close. And I said, I'll take a look. And it was the original Sorrento website. And they mentioned they were looking for faculty-led programs, which I hadn't really considered, in depth before. And I looked at what they could do, and it looked good. So I wrote immediately to Olga, and I got an immediate response back, and I could tell she was out of breath.
She's always on the computer.
Yeah, and I guess I just happened to stumble on Sant'Anna, or Sorrento exactly when they were looking to expand from short language courses to developing study abroad programs.
I think it was fate.
So yeah, the two matched perfectly. So from in the spring of 2009, Cristiano Panico, the president of Sorrento at the time, was in New York for a conference, and it was, I think, Easter time, and I happened to be visiting my daughter in New York, so I wrote to her and said, can we get together and talk about this further? We met for brunch in Manhattan. Everything seemed to be linking up real well. So I went back to Alfred, I got approval from administration.
The rest is history.
And
so Jeff, why don't you tell me a little bit, why do you keep coming back? What is so appealing to Sorrento and Sant'Anna in general?
Right, well, I guess there would be several reasons. One is that what I'm able to do here with our students is a seamless semester abroad for our students. They don't lose any time. They take a studio course, a 6-hour credit-hour studio course, and fulfill liberal arts requirements. So with the right adjustments prior to this year, each student is able to come over here and not lose any time.
Right, be right on course and graduate. Okay.
The students love it here.
Exhibit 1A.
Yeah. I guess I've developed a really good relationship with all of the staff here, so it's a really pleasant place to work.
Absolutely. I've noticed that as a student. I come in and I'm welcome, everyone knows me.
Yes, it's, and when I compare it to what I know about some of the larger programs in Florence, which are more or less student factories, this is more like a small version of our campus back in Alfred. So it's the right fit for our students. It's a small town. The students come here and they feel comfortable right away. And there's no snow.
There's no snow. We were like 4.5 feet back at home right now.
Yeah, something.
Yeah, I'm near Boston, so I've been before. You're the architecture program. Tell me a little bit how you integrate that with the area in the town of Sorrento.
Primarily two ways. I also teach a 3-credit-hour sketching course, which is called urban sketching, and it's intended to give the students a little bit of a skill in being able to visualize 3-dimensional urban space. And we've had good luck finding workshop leaders one from the United States 4 years ago, and a woman in Naples now who presented those workshops. In addition to that, let's see, 1, 2, 3. The 6th semester back in Alfred, the studio is an urban studies studio. So we come over here and do an urban studies project with local communities here in Sorrento. This semester we're doing the town of Meta. And we do urban revitalization, beachfront renewal, and some new architecture. So it fits very well with what they would be doing back in Alfred anyway. And that's primarily the reason. The secondary reason is that architects really need to be well-rounded in the arts, and we have an opportunity to go to Rome, to Florence, to Naples, and see great world architecture. So it's really an ideal situation here.
All right, awesome. Well, thanks a lot, Jeff. I appreciate you sitting down for a couple minutes.
No problem
It's a
at all.
beautiful day. And take it easy. I look forward to seeing you around.
Thank you, Evan.
Yeah.
Okay.
Buonasera. That's good night.
Buonasera.
Have a good night. Yeah. It's nighttime here. Yeah.